Good evening, my friends. I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this broadcast on Facebook or LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel, as well as my students that are participating in this live broadcast tonight. For those of you that have any questions, please feel free to type your questions in the chat. Let me just take a look and see who's here. Kurt, it's always nice to see you. Okay. You know, I've been doing this for 28 years. And what I'm going to share with you tonight is nothing new to me because I've seen it happen before. But it's going to be very, very new to all of you. Tonight, I have good news and I've got bad news. So let me start out first by saying the past does not equal the future. You have 3 months left till the end of the year. You can do more business in the next 3 months than you've done in the past 9 months with consistent effort and persistence. You can make 2023 your best year yet. Some of you here, come New Year's Eve, are going to have great stories to share. And the truth is that you can generate all the dough you need with some of LinkedIn's newest overhaul. They've made some changes that are going to make it easier for you to connect with perfect prospects for your business. That's the good news. The bad news is that so many people have joined LinkedIn and are violating LinkedIn's terms of service that they are dramatically reducing, curtailing some of the features that made LinkedIn great and appealing in the first place. LinkedIn is adding new features and they've made many changes. And when it comes to LinkedIn, I got good news, bad news. Good news is the searches have dramatically improved. The ability to do different keyword searches to find the best people for your business. Their feature celebrations is going to make it easier for you to follow up with folks. So for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a long time, the longer you've been on LinkedIn, the better. The more connections you already have, the better. If you're just getting started on LinkedIn, some of the changes that they've made are going to be a problem for a lot of people, but it won't be a problem for you, okay? Will not be a problem for you. LinkedIn is rolling out major restrictions on all free accounts. And it's been impacting some of LinkedIn Recruiter and Sales Navigator users too. All free account users will only be able to send 10 connection requests a month with a connection request message of 200 characters rather than the usual 300 character message. How many of you have already experienced this? Put it in the chat, okay? When you're going to send messages, how many of you have already been limited? Now, everyone on LinkedIn created their profile for a reason. Their profile, their photo, their cover, plus the information provided about themselves and their visible daily activity makes it easy to pick the best prospects for your business, which is the reason so many people are jumping on LinkedIn. And the notes are coming in. It looks like they have rolled it out. I'm going to show you how to connect with prospects who'd be interested in your business and eager to talk about it. So who are we looking for? We're looking for business builders, people that want to make extra or full-time income from home. We're looking for recession victims, people who lost their jobs, looking for ways to make some more money. We're looking for unhappy network marketers, seriously looking for another company. You're looking for active network marketers that are open to looking at your business, and you're looking for customers, people who would eagerly buy your products and could become business builders later. To stay on LinkedIn's good side, you only want to be connecting with people that are active. So there are a number of ways to determine who's active and who isn't when it comes to searching for new people. All it takes is a message, actually 2 messages back and forth, for you to identify the people that you want to continue to talk to. 5 months ago, the only way to tell a person's activity was to look at their posting activity. Now, and this is the good news, LinkedIn lets you see all the other things that they're doing, giving you all kinds of opportunities to connect with the best prospects. Oops. So when you look and go to send out a message, you're going to see when you get to the part where it says, type your message in here, 200 characters instead of 300, and it'll count down from 10 to 0. And so for those of you that are in boot camp, on Tuesday night, we're going to dive into my solution for this. You're going to love it. Okay. You're going to love it. I'm going to lay it out for you tonight. First and foremost, you only want to talk to qualified prospects about your business. So the secret to connecting with the right people is the contents of their profile, their visible activity, and their answers to your questions. The good news is LinkedIn's searching features have gotten better. And we've got some new examples of searches that you can make to hone in on the people that you know in advance need what you have. Their searching features will be the search results will be determined by the content of your profile, because what they do is they match them up. How much your content matches the profile of other people is going to determine your results. We can search for people by country, by state, by city, by distance. Now, again, I mean, this is a screen that I would use on every Sunday night, talking about LinkedIn allowing users to conduct searches. But now, 10 free profile searches every month, not 300. We're going to show you how to get around it. So when we do a search, it doesn't take effect until you hit the connect button and go to put in your message. Okay, granted, they have limited now. And they're going to be urging all of you to apply for their paid service. So I've got a strategy. For those of you that are in boot camp, I asked all of you to sign up for their free service, and we're going to really jump into it on Tuesday. I'm going to show you how to take Sales Navigator, add 20 people a day to your business so that you will add a minimum of 300 people, possibly 400 people to your connections before the end of the 30 days are up. Because after that, you have to pay for it. $99 a month. Let me ask you a question. If you were enrolling one person a week into your business, would you pay for it? Would you invest $100 a month if you knew that you could sign up one person a week in your business? How many of you would? Put it in the chat. Cost of doing business, my friends. Cost of doing business. Of course you would. Who wouldn't? So the key to all of this is to make it work. All right? And by the time this boot camp is finished, for those of you that are participating, you all are going to be searching experts. I promise. Now, days of using it for free may be behind us. I don't believe this is the case. There's a reason LinkedIn is doing it. For those of you that are students, they have been swamped. They have been buried by the actions of people that are jumping on LinkedIn, spamming everybody. That's the reason they're doing it. Now, when you know the kinds of professionals that would be interested in getting into business with you and the skill sets required that would make them successful, they're easier to find, easier to connect with, and easier to enroll in your business on LinkedIn than any place else. The key is to be connecting with the right people in the first place. Talk to prospects, perfect prospects every day. Reach out to people that you know in advance based on who they are, what they do, would be interested in your business. Make the connection. Now, whether you're a new student, a loyal student, an old friend, or an eager entrepreneur that wants to take your business to the next level, with this new information that I'm going to be sharing with you this week, you will have a number of unfair advantages over your competition for the rest of the year. Because these changes will not, I repeat, will not slow you down. You will beat your competition and best prospects on LinkedIn, break recruiting records, and build a bigger team faster in the next 3 months. While your competition on LinkedIn is scratching their heads, wondering how you're doing it. LinkedIn's latest changes are very significant, and they'll help you generate a never-ending flow of nonstop leads that respond to you immediately and will become new distributors and customers no matter what you're selling. When you apply the prospecting and recruiting strategies in my latest texting tactics and scripts to your daily activity, you'll make more sales. Paying for LinkedIn is not going to be a problem. And many of LinkedIn's recent changes also make it easier to immediately position you to be the person of influence that your perfect prospect would want to reach out to and ask you about your business. Corporate layoffs, inflation, and the rising cost of everything is causing more people to join LinkedIn because they lost their jobs, they want to find new ones, or they want to find ways to generate additional income on a full-time or a part-time basis. LinkedIn is now up to 990 million professionals. I'm going to give you some new LinkedIn statistics that'll blow your mind. Hundreds of large companies have recently laid off tens of thousands of employees and continue to do so. 20% of the people losing their jobs are in sales, and they are available to talk to you on LinkedIn right now. Millions of working people are actively looking for a side hustle to make extra income so they can deal with the rising cost of everything. Now, some of my new prospecting and recruiting strategies, tactics, and scripts work best in the last 3 months of the year. And when used correctly, they'll enable you to dramatically increase the size of your existing network and experience a significant increase in sales before the end of the year. Every person that you connect with on LinkedIn is planting a seed in your garden. And at the appropriate time, you'll harvest what you planted. You'll build a team and you'll make more money than you've ever made before. Many of the recent changes made by LinkedIn, Facebook too, have made my strategies, tactics, and scripts even more effective than ever before. Some of the recent changes have made portions of my training material obsolete because they don't exist anymore. So now, LinkedIn, they've changed the graph. Now they're showing 202 million people in the United States. India, up to 105 million. 990 million users worldwide. LinkedIn turned 20 years old this year, and millions of professionals are rushing to join LinkedIn. And as a result, in their haste to get on LinkedIn, they are breaking all the rules. All the rules. Look at these numbers. 4 new members join every second. 240 new profiles are added every minute. In a day, 345,600 members join. 2.4 million every week. Over 10 million new members join every month. LinkedIn will have 1 billion members by the end of November. Their CEO said that their goal is to get to 3 billion members. That's a pretty lofty goal. So let's talk about LinkedIn's global membership. In North America, you got 224 million members. In Europe, 242 million. In Asia and the Pacific, you got 202 million members. Latin America and South America, 146 million. The Middle East and Africa, you got 54 million people. You can build your business anywhere you want. Here's an additional interesting LinkedIn information. People between the ages of 25 to 34 account for 59.1% of LinkedIn's user base. Over 58.4 million companies are listed. Hop on LinkedIn and do a search for all the people that used to work for Bed Bath & Beyond. There's 56,000 people that all lost their jobs this year. 129,000 schools are registered. 39,000 different skills are listed. So now we can search for people, not just by profession, but by skills. 20 million people added open to work frames to their profile photos last month. It's a new statistic. So you can now search for people by their profession, their skill sets, skills like sales, sales training, team management, team building, leadership development, etc. By their location, you could search for people by their activity and by their desire or urgency to find new ways to generate income. LinkedIn makes it easier to find the best people that would be successful in your business, connect with them, show them what you have to offer, and enroll them. And with so many people around the world currently being financially affected by massive corporate layoffs, interest rates rising prices for just about everything, more people than ever before are looking for a way to make extra full-time income and work from home, and you have the opportunity that provides a solution to that. Now, your success on LinkedIn is going to depend on a number of factors. Optimizing your profile so it can be found in everyone's search results, adjusting your profile settings so people can see the important details, understanding the dynamic use of the network and the way people communicate with other users, positioning yourself as an authority within your niche market and industry, creating effective lead generation methods that turn prospects to business builders, efficiently qualifying your prospects to increase your closing ratios. Now, last Thursday, we did not have our regularly scheduled boot camp. So that's going to take place on Tuesday. What that does is that expands the schedule. So this boot camp has 5 sessions. We've only had 2. So I'm leaving registration for boot camp open for the rest of next week. Now, most people are invisible on LinkedIn, Facebook too. They have no clue. And you can transform your profiles into marketing magnets with 5 profile tweaks. Your profile is simple to create, makes you irresistible to perfect prospects, free to create, and can attract a massive amount of people to you. So we want to give you things that you can do on LinkedIn that will attract more people to you, start more conversations. Your profile can bring you instant results when it's set up correctly. Tells your story to everyone, gives you immediate credibility with everyone. It's your platform for direct communication to everyone, and it's your magnet to attract other people. It works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, the Universal Profile Guide, it's not just a definitive guide for LinkedIn, it's Facebook as well, will enable you to attract the cream of the crop of perfect prospects to you, regardless of whatever business you're in. The 12 steps you take will result in 19 actions that will enable you to start conversations with your prospects when they respond to any one of these actions, conversations that result in new enrollments. Now, here's the key. We have to look at who we're already connected to. Now, the longer you've been on LinkedIn, the more people you're connected to, the better. But even if you're just getting started, we're going to show you how to work around that limitation of 10 new connections a month. The Universal Profile Guide will enable you to optimize your profile for maximum visibility, so it appear in everybody's searches. Make valuable connections easily and quickly so you can build your business faster, and avoid making the common LinkedIn and Facebook mistakes that act like kryptonite and will kill your business. So when you adjust your profile settings, more people can see you. Increasing your visibility increases both your response rate and your response time. Changing your picture can produce amazing.
And so I had been just kind of trusting Max and going step by step through the process. And to be honest, I had this little voice in the back of my head that was saying, this isn't going to work. What are you thinking? But I decided to trust and move forward with the process anyway. And then all of a sudden, just with this profile that you're seeing now, One of my friends that I used to be in another network marketing company with, he first of all, he sent me a message, a LinkedIn message, and I guess I didn't see it quick enough. He was so excited to talk to me that he actually picked up the phone within a couple hours later. And he said, "What are you doing, Lane? What are you doing?" And then we had a we had a conversation, and I said, "Yeah, I'm with this new company." And next thing you know, within 24 hours, he's now on my team. So I was pretty excited.
Now, Dee changed her picture, had more than 90 people react and respond, which gave her the opportunity to start conversation. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Change your picture. Philip had 101 people that reacted. 72 people made comments. Greg Lagana updated his profile picture when we started working together. 107 people liked it. 24 people loved it. These are all opportunities to start conversations with people. Best part about what you're going to learn, it's not complicated. Making simple changes to your profile can begin conversations that everyone notices. Bob, we just added the word entrepreneur to his profile. He had 3 old friends call his brother to get his phone number. They all called him. They wanted to know what he was doing. He sold all 3 of them products. I told him, post it on Facebook. So he does. Within 24 hours, 25 people liked it. 29 people made comments. He picked up 8 more customers. It works exactly the same way on LinkedIn. All right, now let me do this. Let me stop the share here. Okay. So, Anthony, one of my coaching students, he did this a week ago. Make some minor changes to your profile, and LinkedIn will blast it out to everybody that you're connected to. Now, he's already had 14 people liked it. He had 6 people make comments. This is going to trigger all kinds of activity for all of you. LinkedIn's celebration feature down here is going to enable you to follow up, start new conversations. My coaching session with Amelia, I think it was on Thursday. We made one change to her profile, and LinkedIn blasted it out to all of her connections. So she's already had 6 reactions and 1 comment. Here's Anthony. So with celebrations, you have job changes, birthdays, work anniversaries. You know, 4 months ago, when we went in here, I told everybody you have to bring up the profile and see how long you've been connected. And lo and behold, LinkedIn started to put it in here. So I've been connected to her for a year. And she was in a boot camp. Okay, so you come down here. Here's somebody I've been connected to for 10 years. 14 years. But we've never talked. Now, at least a third of the people that you're connected to, I'd wager you've never talked to them. And the truth is that in some cases, you may not want to talk to them. But this new feature is going to enable you to shake the tree. 11 years ago, come back over here to your network. Then we're going to show you how to use this LinkedIn feature. Because LinkedIn is continuously putting people in front of you. Now, if we hit the connect button, we're not sending a message. But there are some things that you're going to have to do first. But if we came up here, looking for opportunity. The searching features are amazing. But before you reach out to someone, you absolutely have to know how active they are. And so they're going to show you right here. He made a comment on someone's post a month ago. See what happens? Somebody starts a new position, boom. Posts, nothing. Reactions. He liked something someone did 4 months ago. You hit the connect button, and to make this work, you have to send a note. I got 300, and I'm not being restricted because I'm paying for the service. So for those of you that are in boot camp, this is the plan. Okay. Sign up for Sales Navigator. If you're not sure which one, wait until Tuesday night. We'll go through it again. Make sure you have Sales Navigator. We're going to show you how to use it. We're going to show you how to beat it up so that you are adding anywhere from 10 to 20 new connections every day. You do the numbers, you follow the scripts. Our goal is to help everybody sign up 5 people while you're in boot camp. At the end of the 30-day free trial, I'm not sure how long they're going to keep it up because people are going to complain. But to tell you the truth, LinkedIn doesn't care because the people who are complaining aren't paying. And what they're doing is they're doing it to protect all of us. Okay. Let me come back. Now, subtle things that work, and they work for everyone. Changing your picture. When I work with Will, we changed his picture. We made 2 posts. Within 72 hours, he was the #1 recruiter. How did that happen? He talked to the people that reacted and responded. Okay. Send me this 2 weeks later. It's exactly like I said it would be since last week. I made 2 posts, generated dozens of easy conversations by following your scripts word for word, and I generated a dozen sales. Let me come down here. So with 990 million professional users, the keyword search, the advanced search, the notifications, celebrations, all of these elements are going to make it easier for you to connect with the right people. Now, LinkedIn and Facebook have added new features. Facebook has 2 that make enrolling business builders easier. So whether it's changing your profile photo, wishing someone a happy birthday, or wishing someone a happy holiday. I got this from Steve, 3 sales today. All directly trace the contacts I made using the techniques you taught me. And I'm just getting started. Person I brought in has brought 4 of her friends. It takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text. Response rates increase dramatically when you use my scripts. And I want to remind all of you, so we've had the first 2 sessions. The communicate session was supposed to take place last Thursday. It didn't. So on Tuesday, communicate. Following Thursday, close. Following Tuesday, your daily routine. You got the scripts book. But if you're going to engage people in conversations, check out the September boot camp. Go through the communicate part in September. Don't mess up conversations. So posting GIFs, moving images. Getting people to react and respond quicker and faster. When you add animated content, it gets more visibility. Here we got two people that raised their hands. Let's look at Brent first.
Am I muted?
Yeah. Did you have a question?
No, I didn't know I asked a question.
Okay. Well, you raised your
I did have a question. Is there any way I can look at my whole list of people that I've contacted already, rather than just going down through them one at a time?
Sure. Yeah, you go into your network. They're all there.
Okay.
Let me okay, so this is your profile. Now I can tell by looking at it that your settings are off because I can see your followers. So again, your settings need to be adjusted. Let's take a look at your profile itself. And yeah, okay, so what you do is if you want to see who you're connected to, you go over to your network, over here on the left, click on connections, and they're all there.
Okay, so if I can't remember that someone is on it, I still have to scroll down through it to find them. I think I can use first name. That helps.
Well, there are a number of ways that you could search the people you're connected to. For example, one of my students in Australia, okay, came up here and did a search. Out of the people that he was connected to, so how many people that he is connected to were invested or investors? I have 545. So you could search your existing connection list. Pull them up that way. Now, Sam did it. We started working together at the beginning of the year. And I think it was after our second coaching session, I sponsored 12 people in the last 2 weeks. 12 people in 2 weeks. He's selling a $5,000 program.
Wow.
And then a week later, he had 21 team members in the last 3 weeks. And he has a 90% closing rate. Why? Because he's only talking to people that he knows needs what he has, wants what he has. So that's how you go in there, and that's how you would find your the people that you're already connected to. Let's see, who else had raised their hand? Okay, so let me get back over here. Yeah, by all means, go through your profile guide. Adjust your settings, okay? So what you put up there for people to look at, the holiday strategies work unbelievably well. The ripple effect of everything that you do generates activity. We're talking about conversation, wishing someone a happy birthday. I have over 900 success stories of people that use the happy birthday strategy. Anniversaries, posting anything that moves. Last week we had Columbus Day. The end of the month we have Halloween. The holiday strategies. It's coming Saturday, it's National Dessert Day. We look at the holiday, you got 50 holidays in October, November, and December. And posting moving images will get you outrageous results. People respond faster when you post a moving image. A like, a comment, or a share becomes a lead. Leads become prospects, and prospects become business partners or customers. So start talking to the people who respond to any of your actions, and reach out to people and start talking to them based on their activity. On LinkedIn and Facebook, you can easily connect with someone, develop genuine, solid relationships quickly with effective engagement and conversation. Clyde posted for the Memorial Day weekend on a Friday. Initially had 55 responses. He spoke to all 55. He enrolled 5 people. Folks, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. Every new connection that you make, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, is like a seed planted in your garden. Your daily activity over time, including text, posts, likes, comments, and direct messages, proactively nourish your relationships with everyone, the same way that water and fertilizer will help your garden grow. And when the plants reach a specific height, how do they grow? It grows on the basis of what you've learned about. As you learn more about each prospect, when you only talk about your business with the people that you know need or want what you're selling, you'll close more sales, dramatically reduce or eliminate rejections from the entire business building process. But you must exercise patience to learn more about someone before you talk to them about your business, because the more you know about your prospect, the higher your closing rate is going to be. Selecting perfect prospects to talk to about your business is as simple as picking out a ripe tomato for a salad you want to make tonight. Or selecting a green, yellow, blue, or red M&M. And you can close 80 to 90% of the people that you talk to. It all comes down to conversation. The changes that LinkedIn are making will not affect you. even though you're limited to 10 a month, we're going to show you how to get around it. Okay, let me just. Okay, so if you haven't registered for boot camp yet, as I said, I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep it open for another week. I'm going to put in the chat window. First, I'm going to put in a link to register for boot camp. The first link is to participate in boot camp all by itself. The second one is to register for 2 boot camps for less than the price of one, the October, November boot camp. And the third one is our 3 boot camp, 90-day boot camp challenge. So what do you say to someone who congratulates you on starting a new position? It depends on who they are. Depends on who they are. Depends on whether you see some potential synergy. Depends on who they are. It's all different. Have you been able to find a way for me to get back into LinkedIn, Terry? I'm afraid I can't help you. Okay. I mean, somewhere in your past, or in your brother's past, I gave you some tips when we spoke the other day. Okay, it's really a shame. You did something. Let me come back over here. Okay, Paul, notice when I searched for you by name, you came up, but your picture didn't come up. So you got your a problem with your settings. Actually, you got Paul, I suggest you jump back into the October boot camp. I mean, we go all the way back to 2009. Jennifer, I don't even know where to start with this, okay? All right, now I'm just gonna give you one clue, all right? Three most important parts of a profile: the picture, the cover, the headline. Come on. I mean, the tattoo may mean something to you, Jennifer. I know maybe it'll attract. Remember, picture gives you credibility. Headline let me look. Starts with your profile. So, Michael, are you on LinkedIn? Because I can't see you. I'm going to put in the chat a link. To my LinkedIn profile. Folks, if you're not talking to 10 people every day about your business, you could be. Looks good. Okay. We will be back tomorrow. Again, there's still time for you to register. I'm going to keep boot camp open for registration through the end of the week. Tomorrow night, it's all about communicating. Up Tuesday night. We still have 3 sessions left to boot camp. This boot camp, we have a 5th session. The daily routine of top earners. The twofer. MaxLongard.com/2-FUR. Participate in 2 boot camps. Again, we've added another day to the October boot camp. And the 90-day boot camp challenge. Plus, if you're one of the first 5 people to register, you'll get access to our mastermind sessions every Saturday. You know, yeah, Lydia, I'm never sick, okay? And I'm thankful for my staff that filled in, and but I'm in good shape. I'm on the mend, and man, I gotta tell you something. I can't wait. I really can't wait until Thursday, because I'm going to show you some things that will give you such an edge up over your competition. Okay, I mean, LinkedIn had to do it. Okay, I didn't think they were going to be as drastic as they did. Limit people to 10 searches a month. But they had to. Okay, I mean, they really had to. So until next time, if there's anybody that's interested in my coaching program, please type coaching and put your phone number in the chat window, and one of my staff members will reach out to you tomorrow. We'll be back at 9:30 and 4 o'clock. Yeah, Beverly, there's, we have a very good way to keep track of the people. If you go and, in the third session of boot camp, communicating with people, we break it down for you in there.